out of this. He doesn't need to know we're here. I mean, he already knew that one time, but still.
Hello, Twitch. Welcome to halfway into the conversation.
Hello. Welcome.
Remember the 8th of November.
Sure. Oh, I'm getting an ad for a Netflix show.
What's the show?
Hang on, I'll find out in a second.
Where are you?
The long story short for as to why I'm streaming is because Moss is doing a raid and Psych is playing with their guildies, and I was like, man, I want to do something.
I'll do some Arcane.
Oh,
the new LOL show.
Yeah.
I hear it's good, but I don't trust like that.
I've heard it's very good. Well, I mean, like, that's my thing is, like, I don't like League of Legends. Just,
yeah, me neither. That's why I
just
don't
because,
trust
like, I've heard the game, like, the community is, like, really fucking toxic. Like, it might be fun, but, like, I've heard the community is, like, really toxic. Not to diss anybody that plays it. And then, like, also the allegations that have been going around about that studio are not great. And especially the way that I have heard allegedly that they treat and pay their artists.
Yeah.
You know, it's poopy shitty. Allegedly.
That being said, the stream is.
That being said, the stream is sponsored by League of Legends. Don't forget to use code anything. Hi, Missile.
I couldn't even get through the sentence. That's how much that ain't happening, especially after this.
But that being said, I've heard their lore and world building is supposed to be very good. And that's probably why a lot of people are still sticking around, because good writing, which is fair.
Yeah, my brother plays it.
My favorite thing. Oh, keep going, Jazzy.
Yeah, the world build, like, from what I have read and what my brother has told me, the world building is very good. However, he's just like, world building's very great. Never play it.
Never play that. And that's what I've heard from, like, every League of Legends player that's ever, like, talked to me about League of Legends has been like, yeah, I really enjoy the game. I do not recommend it.
That fucking post that's like, oh, if you want to watch Arcane because you play League of Legends, that's cool. It's a very cool writing. It's got very cool writing and very cool animation. However, if you only watch Arcane and want to play League of Legends, don't do it. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah, that's
a trap.
That's a trap.
I think my favorite thing, Logan, you were like, oh, not to diss anyone who plays it, and I just went in my head, like, you can't diss anyone who plays League of Legends.
They already know.
Yeah.
they already know. They already know.
You can't hurt them anymore.
They've been through enough already.
Yeah, that's my brother. He's just like, you can't diss him anymore. He's just like, so
I'm in this hell and I'm not getting out. It's like people that still play Overwatch, frankly.
Siri, pull up that picture of the dude from Courage the Cowardly Dog who refuses to get out of his chair.
Nope. Eustace! Eustace! Not getting out of this chair.
No, sir. Not getting out of this chair.
Out of this chair.
That post that Andrew sent that was like, why did they call him Courage the Cowardly Dog? That motherfucker was fighting for his life every episode.
Yeah.
The poor dog.
Oh, I didn't tweet my fucking tweet.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, no. Oh, fuck, I didn't.
Just like,
I forgot to put my hashtags on the fucking tweet.
Just playing an off-tune recorder version.
Wait, no, I have an ocarina. Hang on.
You guys, pretty sure that noise you made would have made my dog go, huh? If she heard it.
Do I not have an ocarina anymore? Did I throw it out? No, wait, do I not? Fuck.
Anyway, what I'm doing today is I wanted to do some OC doodles. I'm gonna try to find a piece of, like, classical art, because I kind of want to do a classical art redraw for Jaffiel. I want to draw Jaffiel. I want to draw Jaffiel. Like, that's what I really want to do.
Found it. I still have it.
I think baby girl deserves more.
You know that picture of that lady on the swing?
Yeah.
I feel like she'd be if you're doing classical art redraws. I feel like that'd
What?
be good. for
Who the
Oh?
fuck?
I
I should have guessed.
Us.
One phase tanning.
Proud of you.
Oh, nice.
Or one phased first time.
First
Hell
try.
yeah.
So how's the art train gonna go? What we drawing today, my love?
I'm gonna be
just looking
drawing Jofial.
Oh.
I'm
I'm gonna be
Oh,
drawing Jofial.
I'm not sure if you're gonna do this one, but I found one that's really cute.
Let me see.
logically I knew you were saying Jophiel, but the way that you said it made me think you're gonna draw the Joker.
Oh, I like that.
Let me have you ever tried doing Jophiel as the girl with the pearl earring?
That's something to I like that idea too.
I like that. I like the swing.
I also like the swing. I'm also like maybe the one where the woman has the ermine, but I could make it Riz.
Ooh.
I have to remake my tweet because I forgot to put hashtags on it.
You forgot to put hashtags on it.
Who needs to add an edit tweet function?
Twitter, yeah, they do. Apparently, they've added it, but only for people that use Twitter Blue, and only for 60 seconds.
Why?
I don't know.
I think it's so like, say if you retweet, make a post that's like, retweet if you love potatoes, and people retweet it, and then you can change it to go, retweet if you're something actually very terrible. So I think it's more like for that reason.
It's just like, yeah, but like it's like a edit post function is a function on literally every other social media website.
Every single one.
I mean, I
If
do also
Tumblr has
agree with that.
If Tumblr has something you don't, then there is an issue.
Yeah. That's basically that's
Hello,
basically my
this
take on
is
it.
you. This is me. This is me right here.
Drop out of school, living paycheck to paycheck.
Master Chief living face.
living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah.
I like how you
Yeah.
abandoned Sprite in chill times, by the way. That's not
I
not
didn't
ragging
we
on
were
you.
in
I just think
illusion.
it's
He put
very
himself
funny.
There. He put himself there.
Yeah. Stop it. Stop. Enough. Give it in, Bula.
Skip that,
That
Also, I have not played Mercy yet. And also, I'm doing very good, Missile. How are you? I have a drink. I ate for the stream. I'm not on any meds right now.
I've eaten, I have drank. It is like
Oh, we defeated Deep
Chill
Stone
tax.
Crypt on the day to the year after it was released.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh.
They should have given you something special for that.
Also, look at this art. Look at this art of Tannix. And I guess other Guardians, but Tannix.
Ooh, that is very good. Is that Shank ass?
That's Shankass.
Dang.
Yes.
Stuff the stream can't see.
He'll live. If you want to go see Tannix, just Google him. You'll find him.
I just feel bad.
He'll live.
Here, I can, oh wait, no. I don't think I can put the link in.
You're a mod.
Maybe I can because I'm a mod.
Yeah, mods can.
Okay. For those of you who are into Destiny, would love to give this artist some props. I don't know how to word things. There is a link for, that art with Tannix, my good bad boy. My good terrible man.
My bad good boy. My
Yeah,
boy
bad, good
who's
boy.
stinky, whom I love.
Stinky man bastard face.
I'm just like looking up pieces of art for you to try and redraw, and this one popped up, which looks relatively fine. And then I looked at the kid sleeping in the crib, and I was like, "Your head looks a little wonky."
Let me see.
You show? Oh lord.
It's very cute, but still, I was like, "Oh, ugh."
I'm gonna put
I'm
this
so
on the
expecting
stream.
that.
I understand that the original
This is the
Minotaur was
picture.
just some dude with a bull head,
Mhm.
but
Still
it's still
just a
really
guy.
weird to me to see art of just like here. Sorry for those of you who can't see at home. Description: it is a man sitting with a bull head. But it's really weird for me to see shit
Gonna-
like
I
this.
can
First
just
of all,
put it
that looks
on
like a
the-
bison head.
Look at that. The Minotaur.
The Minotaur.
The Minotaur.
I just saw your little hand! I just looked on the stream, your little hand!
Yeah, I got a hand.
That's
wait,
adorable.
I'm coming in to look. I slept
I love
in-
your nails.
slept
Thank you.
until 1 today, and I'm insane about it.
How's it feel?
That's very normal for me.
But not
It's true.
good. I didn't like it.
Why did it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I forgot the stream was a few seconds behind. I was like, because it lined up perfectly with your mouth moving, versus the kid being like, I didn't like it, and I was like, hello.
I am the alien boyfriend now.
No, you're the
No.
alien baby.
Yeah, you're baby alien. Babelian.
Babelian kid friend.
Beyblade, let it rip.
Rip.
Logan, I can't get over the look ma one hand.
Look,
I-
Ma, one hand!
I can't get over it. I don't want to die.
I
I love living.
That's gonna be Jaffiel if she gets fucking yeeted off the fucking boat.
I told Moz like that's a combination of like Jaffiel if she gets yeeted off the boat, like that whole audio is Jaffiel if she gets yeeted off the boat, but emotionally it is also Jaffiel all of the time with this campaign. I am not drowning. I am swimming so good. Oh fuck. And I'm
She's my
having a nice
her
time.
dead mom.
This is a good afternoon.
I
I don't want to die. I love living.
I love living.
I still want to see art of Jaffiel wearing a bunch of swim floaties.
I want to do that someday. That would be
Please.
really fucking cute.
Please draw her.
Where
One
is
day.
my? I have a classic art inspo or have classic art redraw inspo.
There's a Jaffiel, one of those like really bulky life vests.
In little floaties.
What the fuck was that, Cheesecake? What the fuck? You sounded like somebody let the air out of a tiny balloon.
Squeak.
That's me when I laugh.
He does that when you pick him up sometimes.
Well, I didn't pick him up. I just looked. He just started doing that.
Hey, Logan, did I tell you about the funny last night?
No, what was the fun?
Maybe not last night, or like I think the night before that when we were in the D&D chat talking about the new campaign. I told Moss,
Yep.
you know, I forgot that I wanted to be a faceless content creator when you told me that I couldn't share my face. And then because all I got from that was that I couldn't do something, and I got mad over the fact that I couldn't do something.
You are you and Robin are both very much contrarians.
Explain.
If somebody
You're
is
very
like, yeah, you're very contrary. If somebody's like, well, you can't do this, or like this is like it's easier if you do things like that, you're like, oh, I immediately have to do the thing that you said I can't do, and also make things 30 times harder for myself.
Literally though, like you guys were like, yeah, we don't want you to show your face, and I was like, no, now I want to. This cracker was
I'm going
not.
to destroy my entire gimmick just to spite you.
Earlier this week, I was like, I'm gonna buy black sclera eye contacts so nobody sees my eye color, and I'm gonna buy a really cool mask to wear and stuff. And then you guys were like, now you can't show your face, and I'm like, well, now I wanna. I'm no longer buying black eye sclera eye contacts. This is a joke, probably. I hope. I really want them just to freak people out.
I think that would be really fun. I have decided I'm going to draw a woman with Ermine as Jaffiel.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Did I have a control V? I think I did. I think if I hit one. Yes. Oh no, I copied the fucking life.
Rip.
Okay, so if I there we go.
Why do you sound like Stitch, but like bad?
Because I can't do a Stitch impression.
I was about to do one, and then I realized that I was about to do Jar Jar Binks and not Stitch. I was about to be like,
cinco hana mean family.
kill me. That's literally what was gonna happen, though. That was gonna happen, though. That was exactly it.
I used to have a friend that could do like a perfect Stitch impression.
Nope. Never mind. I take that back. Take that back. I'm not attempting.
Where the fuck? Oh, there he is. Boop. Jaffiel has a very small chest and big hip.
And big hip.
Ooh, voice.
I love how everybody apparently of the player characters can swim except her.
Well, like, okay, and this is I explained my reasoning to Moss because Moss asked me about it, and was like, because like, we were just like talking about them, and my Jaffiel voice I did the I am not drowning, and Moss was like, wait, so can Jaffiel swim? And I stopped, and I was like, oh no.
Oh no!
I don't think Jaffiel can swim.
I mean, it makes sense. She lived in the Underdark. She was probably not around any fucking large bodies of water.
Well, no, that's the thing is that there are huge underground lakes in the Underdark. But the thing about them is that they are big underground lakes in the fucking Underdark. And like, do you want to know what's in the big underground lakes in the Underdark? I don't think anybody really wants to know what's in the underground lakes in the Underdark.
Out of my way, bitches! I'm about to get a monster boyfriend.
Soul gets eaten.
My spleen has been stolen.
My spleen has been stolen. Yeah, literally though.
I've been eaten by an Underdark sea creature.
Out of my way, gay boy! I'm about to get it. My soul has been stolen by the demons in the Underdark River.
Because yeah, it makes perfect sense why she wouldn't, but it's still really funny.
Yeah. I think too, like some like I said, like I'm sure like she had access to very small pools. Like I'm sure that was like a lavish thing that like rich people could enjoy. Especially like heated pools and stuff like that. And maybe even like pools to the point that like she could have like did a little bit of like a kick float in there. But I don't think she can do much more than float in a very small, very calm pool. Yes, also Octomonster. Octomonster.
Yeah, but like, okay, the Octomonster is kissable though.
Yeah. Me, but at these Kraken birds.
No.
Yeah, see, exactly. See? Exactly.
No.
No, bro. Trust me.
Like, but yeah, like the ocean is an entirely different beast, so do not get thrown in there, little lady.
I will try not to, especially since I wasn't on deck when the ropes were given out.
We should see Jaffiel go fucking flying. That's like a little ploop.
Oh my god, it's gonna be that fucking scene from Treasure Planet.
There's just like wait, but that's like a
sink or swim, motherfucker, sink or swim.
That's like
sink or swim.
That's like, wait, does she know how to swim? Looks over.
Help! I don't know how to swim.
It's like, oh god damn it.
Moss was like, how fucked up would it be if Frederique was the one to save her? And I was like, she would be so conflicted.
She'd be so mad and yet so grateful, yet so mad.
Bite him.
So fucking
I want to
funny.
bite him, but he saved me. But I want to bite him.
You gotta save him so you can be even now.
It's like, great, now I owe him.
Well, now I owe the motherfucker.
I mean, in a way, you saved my life first, so I think we would be even.
Okay, I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Wait, Moss, you missed the earlier convo. I was talking about. I was listening to Guns and Ships, and I told this to Logan. I said that it'd be really funny and cute if somebody introduced Jaffio like how they introduced Lafayette, where it's everyone give it up for your favorite fighting French women.
For your
French
favorite
woman.
French princess.
My favorite French princess. She's so.
Frenchman favorite.
Moss immediately like, I'm trying to figure out the syntax of this sentence.
Hold on, I'm doing it. I'm working on it. You could do Dark Elf Princess.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Give it up for.
Your favorite.
Oh no,
You could.
my thing stopped tracking for a second.
Oh,
Well,
whatever,
whatever place
lonely, I guess.
whatever place America go with in that lyric though, because that's the thing that I've been stumbling on.
I don't know.
Arena. America. Arena. Wait,
Okay,
no,
I got it. Everyone give it up for Arena's favorite dark and friend. Fuck, damn it.
Dark
Yeah.
Elf, not Draken.
Everyone give it up for Arena's favorite dark elf princess.
There we go. Jaffael? Jaffael.
Jaffael.
I think you could technically pronounce her name as Jaffael.
Hey, it works with the lyrics. Let's go.
I'm glad this is such an easy pose. While I was looking up the painting, I found somebody who like recreated the pose in the painting like IRL, and it was very good, but you could tell that she was very much struggling to keep that ferret in place.
I mean, to be fair, same. Logan, do you remember ferret number 4?
I don't remember ferret number 4's name.
Oh, I
I
wasn't
do
asking about the
remember
name.
ferret number 4.
Like, I don't even remember Sock's like normal ferrets' names because I lost them after we left the server.
It was all food names.
They were all food names. I think one was pepperoni.
No, pepperoni's the name of the fucking Triceratops.
Fuck! I'm something angrily. I remember just like sobbing about like for context for this stream. I have an OC named Sock, and they have 3 ferrets. And I made a joke to Logan that once Rail, his OC, gets closer to him and they start dating, he gets to know about the secret unlockable ferret.
The 4th
Ferret-
ferret.
The 4th ferret. And I remember, I think Logan did his Rail voice and panically went, I need to find out about ferret number 4.
Fucking real. You have a 4th one.
Yes.
I
have
would
to
like
bet you.
I would like
He
to
was-
see it.
It was my favorite joke for them, I think. Aside from my Ray, and me.
I would like to see the baby.
One was macaroni. That was the name. Fuck.
Yeah, were they all noodles, maybe?
I don't think they were all noodles. I know one was macaroni, but like, fuck. Don't leave servers without stealing everything you want from that server.
Yeah, if you're gonna leave a server... Oh, everybody sit the fuck up, by the way. Every time someone says ferret, I think of the book Peach Fuzz. Because that's how I found out the ferret was an animal. I found out about ferrets because when I was a very small child, one of my mom's friends' kids, which were my only friends, they had a ferret, and I was like intensely jealous, and I really wanted one, and my parents were like, no, they stinky. And I was like, I really want one.
I found out about ferrets, I think, from like an online thing, and I really wanted them for a little bit, and then didn't get one because
Get a bird.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I then got a bird. It
So-
was payback.
I still kind of want a ferret, but like at the same time, I'm like, not with the animals I currently have, and I don't think I'm ever gonna not have rats. And knowing Moss, I don't think we're ever gonna not have cats. So I probably will never own one.
Yeah.
But they're cool. They're cool guys.
Yeah, it's like I like ferrets and like I wouldn't mind having a ferret, but at the same time, if I also want to keep like cats or smaller animals, I would not own ferret. Not because like all ferrets will inherently injure those animals, but because much like dogs, sometimes they have a very high prey drive.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes they have little to none, and you never know until you get one.
Yeah, and then most of the time you're getting them young, so you don't know until they get older, like what their ending stats are gonna be, so to speak.
Yeah. Like, Sophie, she doesn't have much of a prey drive at all, I don't think. She likes her little squeaky toys, but she treats them more like her babies.
That's
And-
insanely cute.
It is so fucking
That is
cute.
adorable.
And we all know the baby rabbit story of her finding a baby rabbit out in the field and just carrying it around like it was one of her toys.
God bless for the soft mouth.
Lab
God bless
soft
her, the
mouth.
Labrador soft mouth. It's like I was like, what do you have in your mouth? And she just plopped
God.
baby rabbit. It's like, oh.
Oh, no.
I could not like imagine that. Like if I feel like if that was one of my dogs, I'd be like, huh? Where did
Huh?
you get this?
He was like,
Oh,
huh? And he
do-do-do-do.
just like, and he just like stuck it in a little cardboard box for the time being until he found the burrow. So you don't just want to leave this baby rabbit out in the open.
Meanwhile,
Dude,
my dog will bolt across the yard to chase a squirrel.
Yeah.
my dog attacked one of the younger chickens next door, and I
God.
was mad at I was mad at her for like the entire day because of it.
Yeah. Dogs don't understand though.
Yeah, they're predators. Like that's something I
Yeah.
think a lot of people don't appreciate is like dogs are predators.
Yeah. Like if Sophie saw a small animal and booked it towards her, I would not be mad at her because she's just doing what she was bred to do.
Same with like I feel the same way with cats. Like if one of my cats were to hurt one of my rats, God forbid. But if it were to happen, it would be my fault for allowing it, not the cat's fault.
Yeah, like cats have that natural hunting instinct most of the time. I say, thinking about times that Spike just laid there when there was a mouse in the house and didn't do anything.
He just didn't hunt it because he wasn't hungry.
Yeah, he hunted stuff when he was out in his little kitty patio, but not indoors because he thought they belonged there.
That's a
Like,
smart
no.
cat right there.
They don't. And Meanwhile, Mouse is like, ah, yes, tiny prey animal, must catch.
I kill that?
Kill?
I eat that. I eat.
Kill? Kill?
the funniest fucking thing of my poor mother. Mouse loved my mom so much. She basically chose her as her owner, even though she belonged to my sister.
Can I after we're done with this
Yes.
line of discussion, I just fucking typed the 5 and that made my fucking toggle expression.
Yeah.
But after we're done with this topic of discussion, can we talk about the Zelda timeline? I'm dying to talk about the Zelda timeline.
Absolutely.
What are we talking about?
The Zelda timeline.
Yeah. Like,
You're obsessed,
Mouse-
but I'll listen. What's up?
No, go ahead. Let Dee finish.
Yeah. It was like Mouse on several occasions had caught a mouse. And the second that she did was like, I'm going to take this to my favorite person so they don't starve to death. AKA my mother, a person who is terrified of rodents.
Like here, I like almost killed this one for you. You can finish it off.
Yeah. And my mom's like, oh, thank you, Mouse. Just like picks up the cat and throws her outside with said mouse.
That
Oh.
was rude.
Mouse is just like, oh, okay.
Okay.
The weirdest
Guess
thing
she's
that
not
one of
hungry.
Well, one of the weirdest things that my dogs have ever done with like stuff in their mouth has been that time that Ash had a bone in his mouth, and I was just like, "Hey, bro, what do you got in your mouth?" And he wouldn't spit it out, so I had to like bring out the ham to get him to like spit it out and come over. And I was like, "Bro, where'd you find this?"
So the house where we lived with Moss's family, was whoever built it sucked. Like they should never build houses. They should never be around
So bad.
houses, I think.
They should be homeless forever.
They should be they should live in the woods. I don't think that they were meant to exist near a house, and I think them existing near a house would inherently make it worse.
Nope.
Just by like their miasma. That's how bad this house was. Is because they still live there. But anyway, the fucking it wasn't sealed properly. It like straight up it's not sealed properly. Things are constantly getting into that house, especially in the area we were living in, which was a converted garage, which was extra not sealed properly. So we had wasp season, which was when all of the wasps were like, okay, cool, this is a place I can live. And you'd look up, there'd be like 10 of the motherfuckers on the upper window.
I would just share every summer. I just shared my room with hundreds of fucking monsters who didn't even bother paying rent.
And while we were living there together after we moved back to Alabama, the moss stepped on one. That's how bad the problem got.
Which was the first time I'd ever been stung by those wasps, mind you.
Yeah, because like generally they'll like leave you alone, but it's still like I'm fucking terrified of them. I know they serve a very important ecological niche, and I would never call for the extermination of wasps. And I know ultimately they're very misunderstood, but I'm terrified of them. I'm fucking terrified of them.
Fair enough.
So,
oh, and let me tell you, those motherfuckers. So you know that insect sting rating thing?
Yeah.
They're like the second highest pain on that. And I can tell you right now, my foot hurt the next day.
Yeah.
That's how bad that pain was. I woke up and it was still hard to walk.
But we got really saved by Poppy of all the cats, because Poppy she realized that this fucking room was insect infested. She never went off. I mean, she would bat at the wasp, but we'd always get her away, and I don't think she ever got stung. She never acted like she got stung. But they there were other insects too, because it's fucking Alabama, so there's fucking roaches, there's fucking ants all over the damn place, gnats, flies, what have you. Anything could get into that fucking room, I think, if it had a mind to. So Poppy was like, I've taken it upon myself to become the best hunter of vermin ever. I would not go a day without seeing her catching a fly and eating it. And like the first year it was kind of bad as far as like other insects other than wasps went. The second year, after Poppy realized, oh, this is my job and this is what I was built to do, we no longer had any problems with any other insects except for the wasps.
Yeah, fucking even now, like, okay, so here's the thing about Alabama. Alabama houses are meant for airflow. Because, South. And so people tend to add
Right.
on to the houses that were built here before AC became super common. So it's not older houses are
Right.
not sealed very well. Which means things get in because it gets cold and we are a place of warmth. That's just how bugs and stuff like that work, right? Poppy, I don't, like Logan said, she decided she was a goddamn huntress meant for the wilds. Bitch will hunt anything. Like, anything. Like, it's I use the term winter loosely because it's Alabama, but it's winter, so the last little bit of creatures are trying to survive the winter. And the other day, I was like chilling in the room, and I see this is a story about Carrot. Sorry, I should have been more clear. And I see Carrot just kind of playing with Logan's pants that he has just left on the floor. And I'm like, oh, what you got there, buddy? You got a bug? You gonna be a good hunter? You gonna be a good hunter? So he starts,
You can start pulling your weight like fucking Poppy does.
yeah, he's starting to earn his keep, and so I let him play with the pants for a little bit, and then Poppy comes in and starts joining him, and then after about 20 minutes, I look over and he's like pushed the pants from the wall to the middle of the room. And I was like, okay, guys, what do you have? And I stop mid sentence because I see something snap out from underneath the pants. And I'm like, that is a mouse tail. That is a fucking mouse tail. And so, like, I start moving closer. It's not a mouse, it's a tiny snake.
Not a mouse. Not a mouse. Snake.
Not a mouse. Not a mouse. So I like grab my phone and I yell to Logan. I'm like, Logan, get me a container. As I'm like taking my phone, it got like between me and my Dungeons and Dragons, my DMG. So I'm like stopping it with my phone from going under the bed. Like I'm like tracking this thing because if it goes under the bed, it's lost or dead if one of the cats gets a hold of it.
Yeah.
And Logan comes running in with like this black container, and I take it, and I'm trying to say I need something clear, but in this moment of panic, I just go, needed a clear one, should have been a clear one, should have been a clear one.
When
like,
Moss is nervous, Moss, when you're nervous, you turn into a rude boy.
I don't mean to. I really don't mean to be mean. But like my brain is just like get information out as quick as possible. And so what it wants to say again is just, hey, can I get a clear container so it would be easier to see the snake? That comes out as I needed a clear container, should have been a clear container. Where's the clear container? Like
I should have read your mind.
Exactly. Like somehow you could have read my thoughts. Yeah.
That just reminds me of a time that mouse caught a mouse and brought it to my mother and onto her bed. And I was like, "Do you get me something to pick it up with?" Because the mouse was not alive anymore. But like, she's like, "Give me something to pick it up a rag." And I just the closest thing was a bra. Because she was like, hurry up. I was like, so I just tossed over a bra, and it just lands next to her. She looks, she goes, no! Fuck no, a rag! I just start laughing, and I'm dying.
Did she call you a fucknoid?
Yes. She's like, stop laughing! It's not funny! I'm like, yes, it is!
It's a little funny.
You called me a
little funny.
fucknoid. Like, how am I not supposed to laugh at this?
It's a little funny.
It's inherently funny.
She finally picks up the mouse and the rag is like, move, 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 open door, toss!
I can relate to the earlier thing about having like wasps and shit in your room, because I remember like a day or two before we moved from our old house to the one we're currently in now, a beehive decided to plant itself right outside of me and my stepsister's room.
Oh, just the
we
beehive itself decided this, not the bees.
Yeah, the hive kind of came first. The bees came later.
As nature does.
And then we were just like sitting there, and I was tempted to sleep on the fucking floor because of it. I was like, I don't want them near me. And we left, and I hope they fix that, because I sure as hell didn't.
And I hope they die.
Stop!
They all die.
You can't solve everything with no children by the mountain goat.
It's stuck in my head. It's stuck in my fucking head, and I can't get rid of it.
Yeah. I had a wasp nest in my room too. You know what the funny thing was? I was supposed to have a sleepover where I invited my friends over.
Oh no.
God.
And they like have their stuff, like their sleeping bags and stuff. And Mom was just like, "Hold on, sweetie, let me take care of it."
Let me take
Got this
care of
big can of Raid.
Shadow Legends.
Raid. This stream is sponsored by
Raid Shadow Legends.
No, it's not.
The stream is not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
It's definitely never going to be after
Oh,
this either.
I love how the fucking Pepsi Bismol is on this.
Yeah.
I didn't take it off.
You never got rid of it.
I never got rid of the Pepsi Bismol. Yeah, dude.
So Sophie just decided I'm going to get up and she wanted to move over like 5 steps and she's like, okay, this is good. It just flopped. Yeah, honey. She does the old dog thing of it's like I have arthritis and it's kind of hard for me to get up and down. So I'm just gonna
Oh, the
get
one
down
where
as
she does a
quickly as
little jump.
possible.
She the one where she does a little jump and then breaks up into a bunch of boxes.
Yes! And like she's like, I gotta get down as quickly as possible because I don't want to deal with having to get down slowly and hurt. So she just goes, whoa.
Is what a good luck charm missile? I love it when my brain does that thing where, like, the moment I have stopped with a sentence, it's like I have erased that sentence from my memory.
Same.
ADHD.
Not exist anymore.
No
Yeah,
longer know what we're talking about. God bless. Oh,
Diagnosed
the
you with
Pepsi Bismol,
ADHD.
yes. Because you've been here for our Ace Attorney streams. Like I just decided that Pepsi Bismol is the marker of I am playing Ace Attorney.
I mean, it's a good luck charm for everything except your organs,
Yeah, don't drink Pepsi and Pepto Bismol.
and also
Yeah.
don't drink Pepto whiskey
Don't mix
Especially
whiskey with
that.
any kind of medication
at all, ever.
ever.
Ever. It could lead to death disease.
Death disease.
And I hope you die.
Yes.
I mean, just shut up! God.
I love it when it gets so fucking creepy when I like lean down too much and my thing stops tracking for a second and Alien's just staring stock still at the fucking thing.
Quit staring at me with them big ol' eyes. You're still staring at me with them big ol' eyes, please. Please.
Send help. Can we
fucking help?
Hey, camera, you say thank you.
Your camera's like, no, actually.
I gotta redraw the fucking pose because I didn't do it right. It's gotta be a little bit more like that. It's gotta be just a little bit more like that.
A little bit.
And I hope you die.
Nothing else happening, Riz, like,
I hope we both die.
monster. Logan, I'm still thinking about last night when everybody was confessing shit and Riz was like, "Well, okay, since we're doing it, can I please have something to eat?"
And everybody's like, ah, it talks.
It's like, and it talks. And it eats.
Well, of course it eats. It's alive. I just said it was alive. Like, what did you expect?
I mean,
Not all
Joseph
sentient weapons eat.
yeah, Joseph did say, well, it does eat. Well, it did say it was alive, so.
Riz also
It's
said,
like,
"Don't eat me," and Riz was like, "No promises."
no
What?
promises. It's like,
Pardon?
it's like, I can tell from the far away look in your eyes.
And the alcoholism.
And
The alcoholism.
And just thank you.
Thank you.
Thank.
Well, I mean that's Jophiel's whole thing is like she notices stuff and then says nothing about it until she does, and then everybody's like, "Wait, what? You knew that?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's obvious."
Yeah, it's obvious. I love that.
Like she just fucking read Lazarus for filth. Lazarus
She
is
really
like,
did.
"Oh, thank you for the bit. Thank you for the bitty." But yeah, she just fucking read Lazarus for filth like right after that, like just cut to the core of him as a person, and he just had to sit there and be like, "The fuck."
Hey, what the fuck?
I still love the ship. It's just like, Nirvana, you okay? Yeah, why do you ask?
You don't
You
look
know, like
okay.
a liar.
You know, I lied. You know, like a liar.
You're like a liar.
But by the way,
Uh,
I'm waiting for the moment where Joseph accidentally calls Navon darling.
oh
Very
my
cute.
god, that would be so fucking cute.
Living for the
Navon
cuteness.
Navon stops mid sentence, just slowly turns to look.
Just like the okay, but that like
I meant Marlon.
that really hits me like the moment
I'm
the
gonna
first
go over there
time
now.
the first time that Penumbra called Thibble dearest.
Uh-huh.
And fucking Paul pointed it out and nobody else did.
Yeah. At that
Dearest.
point, Dibble was just like, "Yeah, we apparently have feelings. I'm gonna pretend that I'm just."
Well,
And I will hold them right here.
And
They
I
will
will
never
hold
come
them
up.
right here.
And then they did.
And then they
We did.
Fucking.
And now we are desperate.
Okay, can I talk about the Zelda timeline?
yes, go
Oh.
for it.
Dying to talk
ahead.
about the Zelda timeline. We were talking, me and Robin, because Robin was talking about its linked universes AU, and I just like casually mentioned like, okay, this really tickles my fancy because I'm like a little obsessed with the Zelda timeline as a concept. And it didn't know too much about like the timeline specific stuff. So it was like, oh, maybe you could confirm or deny some of my assumptions about some of these different links. And I was like, well, so here's the whole concept of the timeline, right? So like you have like the straight line. You have Skyward Sword is the very first game in the timeline. Like it links to every other game. Every other game comes from Skyward Sword because it's the first one. And then that like starts the whole Demise's Curse thing with Ganon. And from there you get I think it's Minish Cap and then Four Swords, which I have learned tonight is different from Four Swords Adventures. And then it's Ocarina of Time. And Ocarina of Time is when everything splits off. So Ocarina of Time has 3 diverging timelines in which all of the other Zelda games will fall into one of these. The first one is called the adult timeline. This is the timeline where Link as an adult defeats Ganon. The second one is called the child timeline or the child triumphant, where Link, after the end of Ocarina of Time, he goes back as a child to warn Zelda of what Ganon's gonna do so that he gets imprisoned and his plot gets foiled before he can even start it. And then the third one, which is the darkest one, is called the defeat triumph or the defeat timeline or the hero fails timeline, which, as it suggests, is at any point where Link dies in Ocarina of Time, like if you just like get killed by a random like fucking seed and die, that is what the hero fails timeline is from. And the hero fails timeline encompasses like I think all of the like original 2D games fall into that timeline, and then also the homages to those ones fall in that timeline. In the adult timeline, you have the Wind Waker series, which is Wind Waker, and then Phantom Hourglass, and then Spirit Tracks. And then in the child timeline, you get Majora's Mask, which is a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time. And then you get, God, what are the other? Twilight Princess. And then Four Swords Adventures, which I have learned tonight is different from Four Swords. So that's the basic setup for the conversation, right? So the whole thing is like, I don't think they ever gave an official statement on where Breath of the Wild was supposed to sit. And like, correct me if I'm wrong. I think they just said it was very late in the timeline, if they said anything at all, but they never said which timeline it fell into. Common theory, and the one I latched onto before everybody else did, but common theory is that it is a converged timeline. Because in Breath of the Wild, you have like a lot of different elements that point towards all of the timelines, and so in my head I'm like, okay, I think something happened where all of these different diverging timelines converged back into each other and like folded back in. And that is in my head where Breath of the Wild sits, and I think a lot of people have also latched onto this theory because it makes sense. But going from that, it's very tragic to me, and this is kind of what I'm obsessed about because it's a tragedy. Like, it's ultimately a tragedy. Especially if Breath of the Wild 2 goes the way I think it's going to, which I'll fucking get to that. But in Skyward Sword, you defeat Demise, and at the end of the game, Demise like curses you, and he says that you might have beat me, but my hatred and my malice is going to keep coming back, and you're going to keep reincarnating, and the one that holds the goddess's blood is going to keep reincarnating, and we are going to be at this forever. You're going to have to fight me again and again and again and again. And that's essentially where Ganon comes from. Ganon is a manifestation of Demise's hatred for the goddess and for the hero of Skyward Sword. And like, that's kind of where like the tragedy is for me. Is that like it's a cycle, and it's a cycle that can't break. No matter what happens, no matter what they do, it's always going to come back to this. And I think that's like super fucked up. There's like there's like a line from the hero Shade in Twilight Princess where he says like, I had a lot of regrets in my life, and the hero Shade in Twilight Princess is fucked up to begin with because that is the link from Ocarina of Time. And whatever happened to him in Majora's Mask, like whatever, he walked into the mist, he never came back out. And he never got to pass on his knowledge to future generations. He was just lost. And part of it was like he was lost because he could never be a normal child again. And like, I don't know, it's just fucking sad, Something I was saying to Robin here, let me fucking grab it. Something I was saying to Robin was just fucking scrolling back up to find it. A lot of people find the timeline like really fucking weird and like not really good writing, but like I think if you take it at like what it is at face value and don't put into the idea that like, yeah, the writers weren't thinking of all the other games when they wrote their games, so like of course there's going to be inconsistencies. But if you just go into the base idea, I said it's the narrative of a game franchise like this distilled to its natural conclusion, where if it's the same structure and the same characters and they're also in the same universe, there's this really dark and heavy feeling to that. Like there will always be a Link and there will always be a Zelda, and Ganon will always become evil because Demise laid down this curse that he would. They can't break free of those chains. They're actors forced to play a role they never knew existed. And that's super fucked. I think that's why Zelda hits so fucking hard in Breath of the Wild, because she's in some part aware that there's a role that she must be playing, and she doesn't know how to start, and doesn't even know that she wants to. Like, of course she wants to, that's her duty to, but she was never given a choice. And I said, Ganon becomes even more tragic in this case. Because imagine being born from someone else's hatred, and imagine holding all that malice and never knowing why. Do you think he knows why he's like that? Do you think there's some small part of him that's in there like screaming, why am I doing this? Do you ever think he found out about Demise's curse? Like maybe after he got the Triforce of Power? Do you think those answers satisfied his questions? I think of a man like that, and I can't help but wonder if the hatred he's forced to hold drowned out or hollowed out his humanity, and which of those options is more tragic. Either he feels nothing but malice anymore, or he's still capable of something like love and it's being swallowed. And I was just like it's good. It's so good. Like there's stuff here that you can play with, and I find that very spicy. Especially if you get into what I think is with Breath of the Wild 2. So in Breath of the Wild 2's second trailer, they there's this lot of symbolism towards Skyward Sword. There's shots of you falling through the sky. There's some shots that I think are direct homages to Skyward Sword. There's buildings in the sky, and there's that theme of reversal. There's the reverse music playing. And I think that Breath of the Wild was breaking the cycle because Calamity Ganon was Ganon distilled down to his purest essence, just the purest essence of Demise's hatred. And killing that, destroying that, is breaking the cycle. But the cycle can't break. Just inherently, it can't. So what I think that Breath of the Wild 2 is I think Breath of the Wild 2 is circling back around to Skyward Sword. So everything just resets.
So if there's no way to break the curse, what if you stop the curse from ever being cast?
That is a good fucking question.
If we are in fact cycling back around, what if there is some option to stop it from ever being cast in the first place?
And I think that's where it could go from either the deepest tragedy where they try to do that and they just can't, it just happens again. Or, the ultimate happy ending would be if they could do that. But I kind of find it more interesting if it isn't something that can be stopped. If it's just something that happens as naturally as rain.
I understand that, and I like it in a poetic sense, but I'm also Ganon is his own person. And this is just me being a soft ass bitch, but I'm just there's cruelty in being unwittingly trapped in your own detonation.
Yeah, and that's where I'm sitting at too, is I would love to see what Ganon could be if he did not have the curse hanging over him. What kind of person he could have been. Especially because, I don't really like the Gerudo lore that, every couple hundred years a male is born and they become, the leader. I don't dig it, but, I think, this person who's, destined to become a leader, maybe he's the first male Gerudo in 100 years, and maybe a male Gerudo is meant to be something special, but maybe not a leader. But he just so happens he's the son of one of their leaders.
Yeah, I don't like that a penis suddenly makes you capable.
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't like that. I don't like that. That's what qualifies you. But maybe he's just the son of one of their leaders, and he inherits it through that, and that on top of the fact that he's a male, and that's just so not a thing that ever happens, and the fact that it's very rare. I'm sure there's superstitions about it. And I would love to see what could happen if he could fight that back, what kind of person he would have been. Would he have been a good man ultimately? It fucks me up. It fucks me up thinking about it. And I think that's why I go so insane about it, because again, I know a lot of people don't really care for the timeline as a concept, especially because the games originally weren't intended to be set in the same universe. But I think the ramifications of making it the way that it is are so fucking fascinating. There's so much stuff you could do with that.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
The idea of a character or a version of Ganon or whatever, incarnation of Ganon. It's yeah, they still have the curse. They're actively fighting against it. Would be a very interesting concept.
Yeah, that's why I was like, the moment I wrote that out, I was like, God, that would be so cool to play in D&D.
Like, it really would. You just make Ganondorf. Just make Ganondorf.
It's Ganondorf, but it's mine. Like
It's yours.
it's like
Mine.
I'm doing what Nintendo doesn't have the fucking balls to do.
Just like Jesse McCree.
My character, Jesse McCree.
My character now.
Me with Shiro. Mine.
My character
You with Otto
now.
fucking Octavius.
Me with
Is for me.
me with Leonardo TMNT, I guess.
Is for
Oh
me.
yeah.
Me with the fucking
Sprite
Riddler.
says me with Bastion Overwatch.
Me with Athena Overwatch.
I was
Fucking
gonna say. Us wrote like entire pages worth of lore for Athena, which is why Overwatch can never come out with lore for Athena because it will disprove all of Moss's lore.
It's because Kev Japlin saw Moss's lore and was like, oh fuck, now if I do that, they could sue me.
Ha!
Like, okay, here's the thing. Kev Chaplin was like, oh, I would love for Athena to be a playable character, but then who would announce the games? Like, bitch, that's your biggest concern. Just say you don't have anything out for her. Just say it.
Don't say you could so easily say I didn't have plans for that. Like
So easily.
Fucking cowards.
Cowards, all of you.
I have 800 pages on Tumblr. Plus all of my other shit I've written for her. Fuck you, Kev Chaplin. Although, you know. Fuck you. Actually, it's more Michael Chew. Fuck you, Michael Chew.
I thought you said kiddo, and I was like, huh?
No, not you.
You were like kiddo, and then I was like, huh? And then you went fuck you, and I was like, huh?
Ha ha.
yeah, fuck you,
No,
Saul.
Michael Chew.
What did I didn't do it.
Wait, no, that's my fucking.
I didn't do it. Mom, he's being mean to me.
Stop being mean to the kid.
I have rabies.
I know.
So do I. That's not an excuse.
But yeah, like I want to like I think the concept of a character who was born out of someone or something else's hatred. I feel like they would either have to be like a sorcerer or something like that, or maybe not even that. I don't know. But like a character that inherently exists as a vessel to contain somebody else's hatred, and then having to actively work to hold it out, like hold it in, to like not let it out, because if they did, they would become a fucking monster. I think that would be so fucking fun to play in a D&D setting. I think that would be just like the coolest.
It really would.
That'd just be the coolest.
And I think I deserve it.
You do.
You really do. It's such a cool concept, and I know Nintendo never do that.
Yeah, like I kind of hope that like they start to reevaluate the formulas of their most famous franchises, because I am beholden to the idea that if you're going to keep a franchise going for a really long time, Transformers, you have to bring new things to the table. Like you have to. Otherwise, it just be you. If you're just putting out the same thing over and over and over again, and you're not changing any of it, and you're not re-exploring any of it, then you might as well not be putting it out. Like creatively, I think it's very easy to just keep doing the same thing, But I think that the most interesting stories come from taking the same core concept and looking at it and saying, okay, what can we change? That's my
Like, can I point out
stance.
something?
Hmm?
I know it's not the best franchise, and I know that there are things it could do better. But I think one of the things that does that is like Resident Evil.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, especially with like the newer wave of games. I definitely see that.
Because like it could just be another monster stop and shop. But we've gotten the last 2 games have been family driven even.
Yeah, like there's like a big overarching theme of like family in both of them.
And it's just like it's very, very good. It's been very good.
Yeah.
I really want to
They're
play the new
also-
one.
They're also kind of getting scary again.
Yeah.
Logan, you won't even play Phasma. You really think you're gonna play Resident Evil?
Ah!
I want to play Resident Evil.
I mean, we did plan that. We were gonna be in the call for you so that you didn't get scared like we were like how we did it for Silent Evil. Silent Evil? Silent Hill! That's the one.
Silent Evil.
Silent Evil.
and then I was gonna say Resident Hill.
Resident Hill.
Resident Hill.
It's just a hill that's nearby. That's it.
That's
the
just
game.
where Hank Hill and everybody live.
Stop! That's what they call Hank Hill. That's the Resident Hill.
Yeah,
It's him.
I do think you would like fast because it's a lot scary to people because we can all just be dumbasses.
Yeah, and you can just gently coax me like a horse girl.
Would you play
It's like-
Phasma if D was there?
It's like I just feel like it's
Yeah,
okay
just have
while
me with
I'm
you.
running for my life.
Maybe I feel very pressured to play Phasma.
No, you're fine.
I only bring it up like once every 3 weeks.
What's every 3
Pressured my dick.
weeks?
Oh, this cheekbone
Cheekbone.
Cheekbone.
does not want to be drawn.
Cheekbone.
I miss sushi
my-
burrito.
I also miss
What?
sushi burrito. My fucking model stopped tracking again. Be rude.
Stop staring at me with them big ol' eyes. Thank you.
Jaffiel has a very cute and round face, and I love her.
She's an insanely round face, and it's so fucking cute. I love her.
She has those types of cheeks that you just want to pinch.
What if Disney
Also, I love
princess
it
was
how in
Venom?
that drawing you can tell the exact moment where you unlock noses.
Yeah, it's when I decided to draw her ugly crying.
Fitting.
Okay, let's see. Okay, fucking, can I draw
No.
on my
no,
art stream, please?
Never.
No, absolutely not.
Please,
Peace.
please. Fun fact, by the way, this painting was the inspiration for the His Dark Materials series.
Ooh.
Look at that ferret.
Because he saw it and he was like, "Ooh, what if that was a piece of her soul?"
Oh.
Nice.
And a very unrelated statement, we should watch What We Do in the Shadows together.
I already promised Psych I would watch What We Do in the Shadows with them.
Throws my hat on the ground, then what's the point?
But I wouldn't mind watching episodes with them and then coming back and watching episodes with you.
Yeah.
Provided that I like it. I probably will. But
I mean, yeah, it's vampires doing weird shit. What else do you want?
I love the movie. I've seen the movie.
There's a movie?
Yeah, the
It's
movie came
vampires.
first.
Yeah, it's vampires being bisexual and stupid.
The movie.
It's the normal vampires.
Kuro. That's Kuro.
Oh, you mean Interview with the Vampire?
Oh, he's bi-romantic, but still. That still counts.
It counts. Interview with the Vampire. Oh, it's so funny fucking watching that with Shiloh. Shiloh just like
Shiloh going fucking feral the whole time.
it
It was
unlocks
so good.
something in them.
I wish I could have been there. I find it funny. I signed up for watching spooky movies, and I almost watched none of them because my friends wanted to hang out with me, and I'm like,
oh, God forbid.
I'm just like,
God forbid.
I really love my in real life friends, but I also just like, I want to watch this movie with these people.
Yeah, you kept like fucking voting on them and then never showed up to any of the fucking streams.
I know. I wanted to, but it was just like, my friends want to hang out with
Well.
me.
Hey, you know what would be the perfect song for Lestat and Louis and the Interview and the Vampire?
Is it that mountain goat
But-
song?
It's No Children by the Mountain Kiss.
He's been quoting it all night.
And I hope I die.
I hope we both die. The fact that you're not wrong.
It would mostly be Lestat, I think. Lestat is like the one that's like I kind of want to destroy you. Like I kind of want to take you down with me.
Like you're coming down with like
Meanwhile, Louis like I really just don't want to give you the time of day. Like, I'm a little obsessed with Warrior Cats again.
You know, we love you. Talk about it.
Do we
Moss
ever
has already
leave
had to
Warrior Cats
hear
now?
me like talk about Warrior Cats like too much this week.
But do we ever leave Warrior Cats? Do we ever? Warrior
No,
Cats?
like once you read the first Warrior Cats book, if you like liked it even a little bit, you will always come back to fucking Warrior Cats, like straight up, like.
Straight up, it'll never leave. It's one of those things that you're trapped in forever.
Either it has no impact on you, or you become obsessed with it, and then you forget about it for multiple years until you remember it suddenly, and then you're like, oh god, I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah,
It's like a sleeper agent.
like a fucking sleeper agent. It just always returns. It's still really funny to me that the most active Warriors community is not really like any type of forums or anything like that. It's goddamn YouTube.
It's goddamn YouTube.
It's a YouTube. It's the only place where like a community has been so fucking strong as for Warrior Cats.
Now, so like multi-animator projects, like am I wrong in imagining that those came from Warriors, or did Warriors just popularize them?
It might have been the Warriors just popularized them because I remember before Warriors multiple animator projects became like a huge thing. It's not a lot of people would do them for like OCs, things like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I think Warriors just kind of like, you know, like people are like, I want to do this for the cat books, and then it just got super fucking popular.
Because I don't remember ever, and I was very young to be fair, but I don't remember ever
Mhm.
seeing a multi-animator project before I saw Warriors ones.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
actually right. I decided to Google it, and according to the fan lore wiki, the term likely originated from the Warrior Cats fandom.
Whoa!
And indeed, the first instance of MAP comes from a Warrior Cats multi-animator project posted on July 22nd, 2012.
Ah, okay, so it was created from Warriors content.
And it included 19 artists animating to the song Lights Out by Mindless Self-Indulgence.
I'm really not surprised
Excellent.
that that's
I am also not surprised. It was 2012.
fucking. I remember there was an animator named Moss. Moss, close your ears. But there is an animator named Ali Cat Nya, who did animations, like full like fucking music videos on their own, and I think they were only like 13. or like even younger, and they had like it was like Scourge, and it was to this fucking emo song, and I remember it being like the most popular animation on YouTube. um that was the artist that popularized the leaders having like a star on their forehead.
Mhm.
And I remember being very obsessed with their content.
Yeah,
I
the
think my
name
favorite,
sounds familiar.
my favorite thing relating to Scourge Warrior Cats was that time that a bunch of animators got together and animated a video of him to the Scrooge song from the Muppets Christmas Carol.
There was a fucking one. There's like one map I'm obsessed with, and it's kind of in an ironic fashion, but it's fucking Tiger Star, and it's to the song Piggy Pie by Insane Clown Posse.
Oh my god, that one!
I remember I sent it to Gina, or I sent it to my bud, because I was like, dude, this is to a fucking Insane Clown Posse song. And the thing about it is that some of the animation in that video is literally fucking insane. Like, it looks like professional quality animation. And it's a Warrior
Yeah.
Cats AMV to an Insane Clown Posse song.
Yeah, like the community on YouTube. Like I have seen this community grow from like, just little kids drawing with and animated with MS Paint and Windows Movie Maker to making like professional esque content.
Some of them like even fucking pursued like animation stuff. Like I think Tanel Flowers has like an actual animation degree. Like,
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Like this community like fostered so much creativity in terms of animation. It's actually impressive.
I'm also, by the way, I'm really fucking surprised that I'm the one that read Warriors and not Moss, because Moss has always been obsessed with cats.
Right, bitch. You're just gonna keep going at me? You gonna keep, is this diss on Moss Day?
No, I remember talking to you in high school about that and being really fucking surprised that you had never read them.
I never have. I never even heard about him before you told me.
Yeah.
Because you were like way more into the cat stuff back then too. I was like, what the fuck? You've never read these?
It is.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to remember because I know Aaron Hunter, the pseudonym of like all these writers that work on the Warrior series, because multiple people work on the books. It's not one person.
Yeah, I think
I
like
know
the main ones used to be like Kate Carey and Victoria Holmes. And I think there was like a third main author to begin with, but I think she might have jumped the ship early.
Yeah, I think it was like Cherith or something like that.
And then it was like a team, but with them consulting, and I think now they just no longer consult.
Yeah, it's just a team of editors. And like Kate Carey does write books. She writes like super editions and things like that, just like smaller projects. She doesn't work on the main series books anymore.
Yeah.
Because she worked on Tiger Star's Tiger Star the Second's book.
Tiger
Heart Star. Yeah. She worked on his book. And I believe Cherith also worked on that book. I can't remember. But like, if I remember correctly, yeah, there's like 2 more series like that. The Aaron Hunter moniker.
there's like Seekers, which I think is bears, and then there's like Survivors, which is the dogs. And apparently, what I've been told, I've not read them, but apparently Seekers is a lot better than people thought it was gonna be, and Survivors fucking sucks.
Yeah, like I never read Survivors because it never piqued my interest, but I did read Seekers, and from what I remember of it, it's actually really good.
Yeah, like I've been told, because I've never read them. I've never read either of them, but I've been told that Survivors is really bad, and Seekers was like, wow, I did not expect this to be as good as it was.
Yeah, because I think I read the first 2 or 3 books. I didn't finish that series because my school library didn't have them all. But I remember the first book, at the very least, is very a little bit heavy-handed with it, but very much talked about how human intervention and climate change was severely affecting bear populations.
Yeah.
Because there's like one bear who was like, lives in the zoo, and he's not exactly the happiest there. There's like another 2 bears that like are wild bears. I believe they're like just baby bears. They didn't have a mom. And there was like another bear who was like a polar bear, and he's like firsthand seeing the effects of climate change.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
So it's like, well, I was not expecting this today.
Survivor, like the fucking blurb kind of reads like one of those, like, those like Christian books that were like everybody got raptured.
Yeah.
The blurb for Survivors kind of reads like that, but like you're following dogs. Like, because I think it's like explicitly stated there's like no humans or something, and I don't remember the exact reason why.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I don't remember much about hearing about those at all. Just because
It's because apparently they're not very good.
Yeah, nobody talks about them.
Can't get this nose to look right. I fucking God, yeah. I'm gonna look up the fucking Survivors books. No.
At Aaron Hunter.
By Aaron Hunter. Oh, it's an earthquake separates them from their owners.
Just like looking at Sophie's like, I know for a fact you survived 10 fucking minutes. Without being like, I miss everybody.
Yeah, okay, so the first book is like, on a summer day, the big growl or an earthquake strikes. And it kills all the humans in the area. That's fucking dark.
Well done.
Lucky and his friend Sweet escape from a dog pound. They go their separate ways. Sweet wants to be part of a pack, while Lucky wishes to be a lone dog. When Lucky is trapped by red foxes, he's saved by his long-lost sister Squeak, who's now called Bella, who leads a group of 6 other former leash dogs, which are dogs kept as pets, who are sure that their owners will come back for them. Oh, that's actually really sad.
That's actually really sad.
Lucky decides to join them temporarily and show them how to survive. And then... Wait, the fuck? Yeah, so it's basically just like they don't have any owners anymore. It's just a bunch of dogs running around the city.
Like dogs without horses.
They're dogs without horses or humans. Oh god, there's multiple arcs.
There's multiples.
Missel's dog is no. Missel's cat is eating dog food.
Missile, don't let your cat eat dog food. I'm sure you're not letting her do anything, but
Spike was trying to steal the lamb bits out of Sophie's food.
Spike, that dog is like 10 times bigger than you.
And she'd let him. She wouldn't even try to stop him. I'd be like, "Spike, it's not yours.
She's just like, oh, we are sharing now? Okay.
We are sharing now. I am sharing with my big little my little big brother. I have to go to bed now."
No.
Nighty, I love you.
Buddy. She stuck around to say bye that time.
Oh wow.
I'm impressed.
That's abnormal.
For context,
He also
for
stayed
anyone.
30 minutes past her bedtime, so like.
Yeah, holy
I
shit.
love her.
Yeah. For context, Dee works like most of the week. She only has like 2 days off usually. And when we're in a voice call and she has to go to bed, she has to
She'll
go to
just
bed
go.
during it. Yeah, she'll just go. She'll be like, I have to go to bed, and then we'll like at most hear her say like bye, and then like before any of us can really say bye, she'll be already out of the call.
And I hope she buys. I hope we all buy.
Shut up! Shut up! God, I choked on my own goddamn spit. The human body is useless.
Everybody sit up.
Oh.
All in
Logan, why?
unlovable.
So I didn't even watch it on my YouTube, like my account, but now YouTube is recommending me Nate the Hoof guy as well.
That's what I'm saying. I think Nate the Hoof guy. I think Nate the Hoof guy is like just like a virus that will just get spread to everyone's YouTubes eventually. Because if you go to any of the videos, everybody on there is like, "Why was this in my recommended?" Like, for context, for anybody that doesn't know, Nate the Hoof Guy is a guy on YouTube whose whole thing is that he does hoof trims on cows, and especially he does like hoof trims on cows that are having like foot problems. So some of them are like really gross. If you're like easily squeamish, I don't recommend that you look him up.
Which I typically am, but I can't stop watching it.
I mean, Moss, to be fair, you have submechanophobia and watch submechanophobia videos.
Yeah.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
Moss watches shit. Well, you watch a lot of shit that you're like grossed out by because it fascinates you, like in a morbid way. But you know, like he does like that kind of stuff, and it is like pretty gross. But it's like interesting, and like it randomly one day. I don't watch any shit like this. Like I've never in my life looked up cow hoof trim videos, but just like out of the fucking blue, YouTube was like, "You want to watch this?" And I was like, first, why is this being
Why?
recommended to me? Second, sure, I'll check it out. Like,
Now I'm like thinking about Thibble. Thibble's little toesies.
yeah, like it makes me think of a lot of like world building stuff for like minotaurs and tieflings especially. Because apparently this is like the kind of stuff that like cows deal with their feet is something that's common to any animal with like a cloven hoof. I can't get the nose to look right. Like, I just can't. I'm very tempted to just go back to my old noses just for this piece, at least. I think I will. I think I will.
Stop!
I can't. I wish I could. God, I fucking wish I could. I am trapped. I am drowning.
Stop! Moss, divorce him.
I can't.
Damn it.
He needs me.
I do.
I know.
Could not survive.
You know.
Yeah, that'll do. Like,
That'll do, pig.
I can't, like, I just can't get the nose to look right. It kept looking like Wario. Like,
Wow. You guys ever think about that one game theory video where they tried to convince us that Mario was a communist?
Mario is a communist, but I don't mean this in a derogatory way.
Oh yeah, he's a communist, but not in the way that game theory was presenting it.
I actually never watched that one.
I did. It's a video.
It's one of the videos ever.
There's also the video where he tried to convince me, where they tried to get the audience that. I say me really funnily because it's like Matt.
Because
Pat's
yeah,
broken
just
my
like
fucking
it
house.
just like puts this impression that Matt Pat specifically was targeting you.
Yeah, obviously. Matt Pat broke into my house, tied me to a chair, and spent 15 minutes talking about how Mario was a sociopath.
I thought it was Luigi.
No, it was Mario.
Oh yeah, you're right. I remember that one now.
What the fuck was this Luigi video? Fuck. Luigi.
It was a penis. It was.
Oh yeah.
It was
Unfortunately,
like his penis
no.
size.
No, it was that one later, but it was also the Luigi Secret Identity video.
Oh, the one where he said that he. Did he? Is that not the one where he was like Luigi's a sociopath?
No, because Mario's the sociopath.
Okay, Luigi was the one that like lied about something.
On. Oh yeah, no, he was. This was the one where he was convinced that he tried to say that Luigi was actually okay with being an evil villain because hypnosis doesn't make you do things you don't want to do. And we're applying this to the Paper Mario series when he got turned into Mr. L.
Okay.
Which implies the existence of a Mr. W.
Okay, Matt. Okay, Patrick Matthew.
Maticus Paticus.
Mathematicus Paticus. Patthew Matrick.
Hey guys, I'm a little gay for Heisenberg.
I'm a little gay for you.
That's nice. I'm
Oh.
still gay for Heisenberg.
Okay.
Reject your fucking fiance. Embrace Heisen.
Embrace dirty man.
Embrace dirty man.
Alright, you don't get to talk, Megatron lover.
That how was so visceral.
You good, kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it when mom and dad fight.
Yep.
First time and last time I'll ever say that in reference to anything.
Yep.
Anyways, I win.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you though?
Yes.
Physically fighting the urge to say a lyric from No Children. Like so hard. I didn't say it.
Boss is going to leave you and then take the kids.
I didn't say it. I cannot stress to you enough how much I didn't say it. But I was thinking it. So hard to hold it back. Something about this face is looking wrong. Something about this face is looking wrong. Something about this face is looking wrong. Something about what the fuck is wrong.
Although, people who dislike musicals are always like, it's so unrealistic that they're bursting into song, but, like, we do that all the fucking time.
I do that all the fucking time. I did. To be fair, though, I was a theater kid.
Yeah, we know. We can tell. I smell it on you.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
No,
Okay.
but
I'm not saying that.
they have a point.
I can smell it on you.
Little kid. I don't think you have a lot of room to talk.
Uh-huh.
Takes one to know one.
I was not a theater kid in school. Still
No.
not.
I mean, okay, no, here's the thing. You don't gotta be a theater kid in school to be a theater kid. You actively seek out and watch Broadway.
Yeah, you're a theater kid. Sorry, kid.
I don't actively seek it out. Every time I've gotten into a musical, it's been from a secondhand source.
But you consume the fucking content, child.
Well, yeah, because I have ADHD and I'll eat anything that's close in proximity.
That's a theater kid. Sorry, kid. I keep saying this, but like.
Okay, but here's the thing. If I'm a theater kid, at least I'm not a white theater kid derogatory.
Yeah,
That's fair. I'll give you
yeah,
that.
that's fair.
I'm a Hispanic theater kid. We got class.
Yeah,
By class,
it's Theater 101.
No,
Oh,
here's the
fuck.
thing. I've only ever had a theater class like once, and that was like a year ago or two before everything. I think I just bit into a piece of glue. That's fun.
Don't do that.
Well, I mean, it's already too late. I bit into it because I didn't know what it was, and then it tasted like glue, so. You know. You know how it is.
I don't.
No.
I don't.
No? Yeah, come on. Twitch chat, you guys know, right?
I don't. Nobody in their right fucking mind eats glue. I should say that. I should clarify that. I know Robin eats glue. Robin is not in its right fucking mind.
I thought you were gonna say me, and I was like, no.
No, Moss eats foam.
No, I don't eat foam. I chew it.
You want to eat foam.
And I just kind of move it around in my mouth.
You want to eat foam so bad.
If it was edible, I would just fucking chomp on it in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
To be fair, I want to eat soap, and my friend Eric actually does eat soap.
Robin's in the fucking chat!
It's breaking up with you on live television!
I'm delighted by this, actually. Robin was absolutely just fucking lurking before now, and the moment I said Robin is not in its right fucking mind, it was like, hey, wait a second, that's me.
Remember what we said earlier about you and Robo being contrarians?
Yeah.
Oh, Boba, they compared us. Did you hear? I love you, by the way. Oh, okay. So earlier I was talking about how I got quote unquote mad about the fact that I couldn't share my face after I was told that I couldn't. And I was like, I want to do it anyway. And then Logan was like, you and Robin are both contrarians. The minute someone tells you you can't do something, you're like, I'm going to do it and make life harder for myself.
Yeah, specifically like that, and then also like if somebody's like, here is an easier way to do the thing that you're doing, you're like, actually no, I'm gonna do it in an even more difficult way because you've suggested something easy.
Yeah.
time that I was like making jokes about not using stabilizers, and Logan was like, "Child, there's no reason for you to not use your fucking stabilizers."
If you have a shaky hand and you have a fucking stabilizer with you at the ready in your fucking art program, just use it.
I'm turning them off now. Actually, I'm turning them off.
Okay.
We're going back to We're going back to
have
zero.
fun when your fucking lines look
Even
like this.
Robo
Have
says to use your
fucking lines,
stabilizer.
your fucking lines like all like this.
It's quirky. It gives weird girl. It gives hot
No,
chick
wait,
moment.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
it does.
It
No,
doesn't.
trust me,
It
It
doesn't.
doesn't.
Trust me,
It
trust me,
doesn't.
trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me.
Listen, no. If you want shaky lines, there's a way to do shaky lines that it looks good, but it has to be deliberate.
Trust me, bro. Trust me, trust me, trust me.
I do not trust you.
Can't.
Boba said, "This is why you're my child. You and I hate making things easy for us. We're gonna ruin our lives first and bring everyone down with us." Exactly. Exactly.
Why
We're
did
just
that-
a bit quirky like that.
Why do so many of these women in old portraits not have eyebrows?
They're white. Sorry. 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 Sorry.
White people can have eyebrows, kid.
I have eyebrows.
Sometimes they're not good though. Also, maybe because like, I know that like, super thin hair can make eyebrows super like thin and unable to see, and like especially if you have like a light hair color. Maybe it's not that they
That's
didn't have.
fair.
Maybe it's not that they didn't have eyebrows, but the artist was like, I can't see them, so they're not getting drawn.
Robin is in the chat desperately trying to get me.
I've never heard of Bofa before, Boba, but have you heard about Sugma?
I'm a big fan of Ligma personally.
No, Sugma, the amazing book by Mike Hawk. Oh, Boba,
lick my balls.
Tuck my balls. It's so sad that Steve Jobs tried to lick mom. Who the hell is Steve Jobs?
Who the hell is Steve Jobs? Lick my balls.
I honestly think the idea that someone doesn't know who Steve Jobs is being funner than the lick my balls joke. Like, I wish I was you, honestly. How dare all of you, now this has to go in the comp video. I'm so sorry, Missile.
Please do.
Please do, though, please. Editor, clip all of this.
One day I'll be able to afford to pay an editor.
And it'll be a fucking great moment, won't it?
It will. While I'm meanwhile thinking, maybe I can quit my day job sooner if I start editing videos on Fiverr. Because I can do video editing. I've done video editing. I know how to do video editing. I'm actually fairly good at it too. I'm like, I never have the time, or I just never want to like sit there and do it, you know?
Hey, Logan?
Yeah, what's up?
You did like Diamond and Pearl, right?
Yes, I love Diamond and Pearl.
What's that ice gym leader's name?
Oh, it's shit. I don't remember. I don't fucking remember.
God, I'm doing it.
But I can see her in my head.
No! No! Moss! Moss! God damn you! I love you! I love you! I would have fallen for that too! Shit!
Hold on.
Oh, god damn!
Hold on, I have to Google something really quick.
God damn it.
Jazzy, did you look her up?
No.
Why isn't Sprite here? He'd know in an instant.
I'm not. No.
Please,
No.
please, please, please.
Candace.
Candy's nuts.
Not the echo from the microphone. Help! That fucking reverbed. That bitch reverbed.
Where the fuck? Why is it not? Hold on.
That'd be Seinfeld. Yeah. The fucking Seinfeld theme overpowered my music playing.
No, dude, Robin, please keep rambling about stuff in our Discord. Dude, like, you fucking unlocked a sleeper agent in me when you brought up, like, fucking Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
like,
it's so true.
You were like, oh, I'm doing, like, a linked universe, and I was like, can I talk to you about the Zelda timeline?
When did you suddenly smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day?
that was me frothing at the mouth. I just want to talk about the Zelda timeline. That's all I want to talk about is the Zelda timeline. Is that so wrong? Is that so wrong? I mean, Moss. Is that so wrong? I think I should be allowed.
I agree. You should be. You should be allowed.
Last night I started talking about warrior cats to Moss, and I I could see you disassociating.
I listened. I fucking listened. I heard every word. Fucking Ash bitch and his weird obsession with squirrel flight.
This is a squirrel flight apologist chat. I love her and I don't even go here.
I didn't even talk to Moss about the way the fandom treats squirrel flags. I didn't want to get into it.
Fuck you. No, any bitch named Squirrel Flight who has to deal with this shit that, like, Ashweed is fucking putting on her. No,
Ashweed!
Apologist.
Not even just Ashweed. Her own fucking mate's a dick.
Yeah, Ramble Star's a dick. I didn't get into that either. Because I didn't want
to. Girl, go be a lesbian.
Girl.
I know all of this information.
Bro, get you a nice
video.
medicine cat. Lesbian medicine cats.
Unfortunately, the medicine cat in the clan, all the medicine cats in the clan are fucking related to her. So
I was gonna say that.
That's what happens when you don't breed outside the clan, thunder cunts.
And it's also the fact that, like, up until now, like, every main POV character has been a ThunderClan cat, and, like, all of them except for, like, Bramblestar have been direct descendants of Firestar. And because they were like, oh, we want to introduce medicine cat POV characters in the second arc, that means all of the medicine cats have been direct descendants of Firestar since the second arc.
And that's on nepotism.
No, it's so fucked up though. Fuck, you got me on it. But like, okay, so like, hi Poppy, how long have you been in here? Poppy. My fucking thing stopped tracking. But God, can my thing start tracking again? Hello. Look at me. There we go. But fucking, so let's just fuck it. The third arc in the third arc, Firestar is the leader. His deputy is his daughter's husband. So the person that is in the direct line to become leader after him is his daughter's husband. The medicine cats are his daughter and his other daughter's son. Sorry, I should say the medicine cats are his other daughter and his first daughter's son. And I just like there's something wrong with that. I feel like. And it gets even more egregious once Bramblestar becomes the fucking leader because because then it's Bramblestar the leader, Squirrel Flight, who is his wife, is his deputy, and then in the Medicine Cat's den is their child, and then the other child that they raised together, who is Squirrel Flight's sister's son. It's just like ThunderClan has a nepotism problem. Is all I'm saying.
Can't help but have nepotism when you're all fucking related. Anyways, I'm gonna go hang out with Shy, my love.
No.
Yay.
But the baby.
No.
Didn't get to talk to them much today.
But you did this to me last time too.
No, I didn't. You sent me out of the room last time.
No, you joined me on the Pokemon stream, and then halfway through the Pokemon stream, you were like, "I'm gonna go hang out with Shy."
Yeah, well.
Mean. I'll remember. Logan will remember this.
Logan will remember this.
Missile, please, if you're editing this at this point, add like a fucking self-made Logan will remember this in the corner. I'm on my knees, Megan. I'm on my knees. Please.
Am I
please,
free to go, sir?
Yeah, you can go.
Alright, I love you. I'll see you when you go to bed.
Okay. I'm probably just gonna finish. I'm probably gonna finish the sketch, and then I'll be like going.
Alright, sounds good. Love you guys.
Night.
Bye.
It's been a while since I've had like a chill like late night stream.
Okay, hang on. I gotta switch to. No, stop. Okay, I gotta switch to me phone because God is dead.
I can't believe
You know
they
how
still
it
do that
is.
on the weekends.
Yeah, I know. All right, give me one moment, lads.
Eh. Hello.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, child.
Yeah, no, it does suck that they still do this on the weekends, especially because like it used to be like she wouldn't do it on the weekends and then it would be every other day of the week, and now it's like it's not even a consistent thing, which is so annoying.
It's just random.
Yeah, it's like every other day of the week it stops at 10:30, and then on the weekend on Friday and Saturday it's at 12, and like I get it, but like if you could put them all to just 12, it would be much more consistent.
I also like I kind of get being like, okay, you should be going to bed at a consistent time. I get it.
That doesn't stop me though.
I don't necessarily agree with the methodology. I love you, Robin.
Love you too, Robin.
But like I don't necessarily agree with the methodology because like I know with me, like, when I was being told, okay, you have to go to bed at this specific time, it only made me stay up, like, more because I was very spiteful. Very spiteful child. It's also, like, I feel like on the weekends, your schedule shouldn't fucking matter.
I should be allowed to just have nights.
Yeah. Especially since you're working.
Yeah. Oh. I'm still not over the fact that I slept till like 1 today. I woke up and saw that it was like 12:58, and I was like, holy shoot. It didn't feel good, if anyone wonders, because I
mean, like, sleeping till 1 isn't the thing for me. It's like, what time did you go to bed?
Like, I think I passed out like around 1:45.
Yeah, so you slept for like you slept for fucking 12 hours.
Holy shit!
That's probably why it didn't feel good.
I mean, like, I get it. I've been like tired this entire week because I've been going to sleep at like 12 for school nights and waking up at like 6:11 and being like, I hate my life. But I did not expect.
I slept for 24 hours once.
Yeah, you've told me, and it's the funniest story ever.
I'm still not entirely sure that wasn't just a coma.
Yeah. Just to say, did you like go in a coma? It sounds like a coma, Chief.
Literally what happened is I laid down for a nap. Oh fuck. I laid down for a nap, and I was like, okay, and I did all the shit I would normally do to make sure I would wake up from the nap, because you know I would if I take a nap sometimes, I don't do it as often anymore, but if I take a nap sometimes I'll just end up going to sleep even if it's at like 4 in the afternoon. But I so like what I used to do is I would make myself like slightly uncomfortable, just very slightly uncomfortable, just enough that I wouldn't sleep very deeply, but not so uncomfortable that I couldn't sleep at all. So I would sleep on top of my comforter with a much thinner blanket. I would sleep on the opposite end of my bed, and I would like have the light on. So I was just uncomfortable enough that I wouldn't just like sleep forever. And I did all of that. And then I remember distinctly waking up at 8 o'clock and being like, oh man, I should get up. I've been sleeping for like 6 hours now. And then I went back to sleep, and then I woke up at 1 p.m. the next day. And Moss had blown my phone up.
To say, like, was this like during a weekend, or were you in school or work, or?
This was after I graduated high school. I was unemployed at the time.
Okay, good.
Because I had gotten laid off from my second job, and I was having trouble finding a new job. And
that's rough.
Yeah, but I was living with my grandparents, so I wasn't paying any bills or anything. And I don't think they were in a rush to get me a job. Like they weren't like, they were definitely like, yeah, look for a job, but they weren't like super pressuring me. But like I just like, I just wasn't doing a lot with myself at that point. I was like kind of depressed because I didn't have anything to do all day, and Moss had just like moved to. This was when Moss had moved to Utah, and before I was going to move to Utah with them. Like we were kind of planning it, but we were like, we don't know when this is gonna happen. I just know that we're gonna do it. And like they were on the fucking car trip with their parents, and they had been texting me so that they had somebody to talk to during the car trip with their parents, and then I stopped responding for 24 hours. And they thought I had died.
I mean, you kind of did. You were just gone.
I was gone. I don't know why. I've never done it since. I had never done it before then. I don't know what happened, but something happened, and I slept from like fucking 1 p.m. one day to 1 p.m. the next day.
Factory reset.
I guess so.
Factory reset. God, you're insane. I love you.
It has never happened since. I still don't know why it happened, but
I think the longest I've ever slept, I want to say 18 hours. And that was definitely because of the depression. That was definitely a depression nap.
yeah.
Depression naps.
Before the 24 hours sleep, the longest I'd ever slept was 12 hours. And that was definitely depression as well. But I also like I feel like I might have something wrong. I don't know, but like if fucking shit, it's just like a thing with me where if I'm allowed to, if nobody wakes me up, and I I don't have anything to like do that day, I will just sleep for 12 hours. Like I'll go to bed and it doesn't matter what time. I could go to bed at like a relatively normal time. Like I could go to bed at like 10 o'clock, but I'll like wake up at 10 the next day. And that's just like, I don't know if that's maybe it's just my natural sleep cycle, which is really fucked up if it is, or if there's something up with me. I know I have a lot of problems with like fatigue. But that's just like a thing. It was like I'll just sleep for 12 hours. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I think. Oh no, let me do.
Jazzy, like,
Yeah,
quick, let me Google some diagnoses.
No, I'm doing math. Because I normally sleep, like, if you just let me sleep, I will sleep, like, 10 hours. So I think that it could be an ADHD thing.
It could be. I know I have what is called, and this is also like a thing that's very common with ADHD. It's like I think it's like a reverse circadian rhythm where
Yeah.
I'm like naturally nocturnal. Like if I'm allowed to go to what my natural sleep cycle is, it will be from roughly 4 a.m. to about 12 to 1 p.m. is where my body naturally wants to be sleeping. And not only that, but like if I'm allowed to just sleep when I want, if I like go to sleep when I want and then wake up when I want, I will start to cycle where I'll sleep later and later and later, and I'll wake up later and later and later until I'm diurnal again.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So I don't like I don't know, like I think that is like an ADHD thing, but like I don't know what the fucking 12-hour sleep shit is.
Yeah,
For me?
because I would want to get up at like 2 p.m. and I'd want to go to bed at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So it's just like, because well, you know how ADHD people are. We flock together.
Yeah.
Because
I'm pretty sure this entire server is filled with it.
yes, because almost all of my in real life friends have ADHD too.
Yeah.
So like, because one friend I have, I don't know how the fuck he does it, but he actually has a normal sleep schedule and like he isn't on medication or anything. I'm like, bruh. And he's just like, dude, it's easy. And I'm
Sometimes
like,
you
no,
just
it's
get
not.
sometimes you just get fucking lucky with your symptoms. Like you'll get like some of like the worst shit that like makes it like really hard in one aspects, but then like other aspects like it's like you're practically neurotypical, but only if viewed from this angle.
Yeah, because my executive dysfunction when it comes to cooking is terrible. Like, it is like, you might as well just pull my teeth out because I just hate cooking. I just
Yeah.
don't like cooking at all. It is
I'm on the
physically
other end of
painful.
that spectrum. I love cooking. Let me cook more, even.
Yeah, I
I
hate cooking.
I
I
have
despise
like
it.
I have like this like very weird thing with cooking where it's like I do like cooking when I do cook, but like it's so hard to get me to do it. Um like getting myself to actually get up and make food is a task in and of itself. Um
For me, it's like pulling. It's like pulling teeth. It's just you just like push me in the kitchen. It's like nah. If I can't make it in a microwave in 5 minutes or less, I'm not doing it. Or if it's like chicken nuggets or French fries, other than that, no. That's why I spend so much goddamn money on fast food when I know I shouldn't.
yeah, well it's like and I think that's like there's something to be said for like I would consider that an accommodation in a sense. It's like if you can't like if you can't make yourself cook for yourself, if it's like that difficult for you, like I would say your best thing is to like buy food, even if it's like a little bit more expensive. um I try to view things in that kind of charitable light, where I'm like, typically with that kind of stuff, I would see it as an accommodation. Like if somebody was like so bad at cleaning for themselves that they had to hire like a cleaner, or like if they were so bad at doing laundry that they had to hire, like they had to like take their stuff to a launder, like somebody who just does laundry like professionally, not like a laundromat. Then I would say like I consider that an accommodation. I consider that something that if it's helping them live, you go grow right the fuck ahead as long as you're healthy. Like fuck it.
Yeah, because again, cooking. Most things is okay, like showering, stuff like that. One thing I did struggle with was brushing my teeth because I just didn't like the sensation.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I had this weird association that I've gotten past this. It's like I brush my teeth, but I get wet. I don't want to get wet. I don't know where my brain got that. Okay, so I brush my teeth after I take a shower because I'm already wet.
Okay, that's fair.
Street smarts.
Street smarts.
So I just gotta find ways around it, like because I can't not brush my teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't turn off. So yeah, it's just like and the thing is, my brother loves cooking. My brother loves it. Like, he looks edgy, but he's actually very sweet because I've never not seen him with a knife. But at the same time, he'll just be chopping vegetables and he's just like, I just fucking love cooking.
Oh my god.
I just fucking love cooking. And he's just like, he'll give me food that he makes. He's just like, I might have messed up here and there. And I'm like, I didn't have to make this.
It tastes good. Whatever. Fuck it. Like,
I did not have to make this, and it's fully cooked and it's seasoned. I'm sure it's wonderful.
I have like certain meals like I said it makes it very it's very hard for me to cook because of my executive dysfunction. It's not like I don't like it, it's just like it's difficult. But I have like certain meals that my brain is like, oh, I've decided that this is an easy thing to make, so will almost exclusively live off of this. And it recently was like, oh, baked potatoes are an easy thing to cook, so that's one of my new. It's like the things I will make for myself are like pasta sides, fucking sandwiches, and potatoes, like baked potatoes. I can make a baked potato.
Yeah, I get that. And like, I was about to say, like, if there isn't anything else easy to make, I just live off of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you leave me alone with a loaf of bread and peanut butter and jelly, that loaf will be gone.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just been really fucking craving peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I get in these moods where I'll like eat one food and my brain's like, okay, we're gonna eat that for the next week, and then we'll not touch it for months.
That's fair.
And it's usually something off my easy list, but sometimes it's not.
Because I remember at my dad's house, I had a dog sit, and he had this was like this. It was a natural. It was like no artificial ingredients, peanut butter and jelly.
Eh?
I don't know why, but that shit was so fucking good.
Okay.
I'm just like, wait, this is the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich I've ever had. And then I just ate nothing but that almost exclusively the entire time. I'm just like, you might want to get more bread.
I miss when Moss would cook a lot. Moss just like hasn't had the energy to lately. That's very fair, and I would never like make them, but like they're a very good cook when they want to cook. And I miss getting moss food.
That's like with my brother. He doesn't always have the energy because he works a lot, but when he does cook, it's very good.
Yeah. I might close this off here. It's not, the sketch isn't like really done, but it is 11:16, and I should probably wind down. So so yeah, thank you everybody so much for coming out. I had a really good time. I know I don't do these impromptu streams a lot like anymore, but I miss doing them, and I think I should try to probably I'll probably try to like fit a couple more in. But yeah, I love you all so much, and I appreciate you all so much, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.
Bye.